No, everybody always stop scrolling. This is important. This is important. You know how Marjorie Taylor Greene was really liked in her district. She won her district overwhelmingly. She was popular. She was a big fundraiser for the GOP. When Marjorie Taylor Greene spoke to them, she spoke with conviction and truth because she believed what she was telling them to be the truth. I know that makes sense to all of you. I'd like you to take a few minutes and listen to her now.
Into the Epstein files, and everyone remembers that battle. That was the biggest battle on the planet, like the hardest thing to accomplish.
Yeah.
And he had his administration, the White House, telling the Speaker and Leader Thune, so Speaker Johnson and Leader Thune, stop this. Do not pass any resolution to release the Epstein files. He told Pam Bondi at the DOJ, no matter what you think of Pam Bondi, he flat out told her, do not release the Epstein files. He was blocking everybody.
It was all him, because there's a huge narrative out there that it's all Pam Bondi's fault. That
they want to make it Pam Bondi.
Undermining him. You're saying that, to your knowledge, he was driving this bus. Trump drove the bus to suppress the Epstein files, according to what you witnessed.
I know he did. And I don't have any knowledge of him and Pam Bondi's personal conversations, but I know he was telling everyone not to release the files. Mm-hmm. And his reasoning is people are going to get hurt, is what he said. He kept saying that. He was publicly saying it's a Democrat hoax. It's a Democrat hoax, blah, blah. He was saying all this stuff and shaming people. But behind the scenes, he was telling all of us, he was telling Mike Johnson, he's telling everybody, telling Pam Bondi, people are going to get hurt. And who he was talking about, what he told me on the phone, our final conversation, when he had really had it with me, because I wouldn't take my name off the discharge petition.
Good for you.
And I was publicly saying over and over again, release Epstein files. He told me, he said, my friends will get hurt. So he's talking about his friends. He told me, people Marjorie, people at Mar-a-Lago, they're going to get hurt. And I said, people have already gotten hurt. There's over 1,000 women that have been raped by Jeffrey Epstein and are accusing others. And they've told the FBI, they've told the police, they have been trying for years to get justice for this. Right. I was like, people already have been hurt. And I was trying to tell him, I see, in my mind, I still lived in this world of, well, surely we're going to find out what Bill Clinton did. And Hillary Clinton went to the island too. What did she do? I was in that whole world of, it was only Democrat bad guys that were guilty. Right. And even the Epstein victims themselves had said, the ones that I had talked to, others have said differently, but the ones I was talking to said, Donald Trump did nothing wrong. Their attorney told me and said publicly, Donald Trump actually helped convict Jeffrey Epstein. So, and I was telling the president this. I was telling him, the women are supporting you. Some of them even voted for you, Mr. President. Their attorney supports you. I said, please have them in the Oval Office and support them. I said, you have everybody in the Oval Office. Everybody. Right. Why can't you have them in? But he flat out refused. And then you saw it. Everybody saw how it unfolded.
I don't know what's happened to this timeline, but it's like she's almost there. And I think she's just kind of reliving what she told him, because we all know what document she's referring to about Trump calling the sheriff down there. Don't look at me. Look at Maxwell. She's evil. Everybody knew Jeffrey was doing this, but nobody did nothing. Contrary to popular belief, he did not call the Palm Beach Police Department on Jeffrey Epstein. No. He called to get information on the investigation to make sure that he wasn't named. I mean, come on, don't you all watch them fucking, cop shows? The real ones, real life TV? Perpetrators always try to stay close. But anyways, I digress. I find it interesting that she said, I was in that world that we were going to find out Bill Clinton and certainly Hillary, she was there. Yep. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sticking up for Marjorie by any means, because many of you that have been here long enough understand that I have a very interesting take when it comes to MTG. I mean, after all, she was my first 1 million plus view video. But this video does show something. she's capable of learning. Imagine that. But in the end, she still calls herself a Republican.